All right, we're getting close to the end of the marathon day that we've had out here. We've been recording our podcast live at SIBOR's Realtor Expo 2023. Check out the hashtag Realtor Expo 2023.
That is correct.
So right now we're with one of the vendor booths here, one of the newer businesses and new properties on the island, TJ Pingitore from Lamont Imperial. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you for having us. Appreciate it.
So you got something really exciting, a very unique brand. It's not the first of its kind, but it's expanding here into Staten Island, so we're excited to have you. Tell us a little bit about what the experience is, because this podcast is about branding, right? And your experience and what you're offering, I believe, is the core of the brand. So
It truly, when you think about the last 14 months and kind of a quick backstory, so we have Red Bank Royale and we have Colonia. And Colonia was number one location, Red Bank Royale, my hometown. I'm actually a Red Bank boy at heart. Getting to know Staten Island a lot the past 6 months. We saw a model that was a proof of concept in Red Bank that was pretty much, sold out right away. But we had to figure out, a uniqueness here to the island and what the island really needed. So we started talking to a lot of business professionals, politicians, business owners on the island over the last year. And we took a lot of that feedback and what we thought was the concept shifted about 35-40%. And where we got to now with a end of June opening is a fully private member club that's going to bring a true meeting spot, an entertainment spot, a place that people, business professional community can come, lunch, dinner, and they can enjoy the privacy, they can enjoy the exclusivity, but they can also use it as a business.
So I find it interesting because Staten Island is known for its cuisine. Let's not quibble about that, right? Staten Islanders are very finicky about what they're going to eat, where they're going to eat it, and you guys have a great product. What I find most interesting is that, and I want you to talk about this because when we first met, you even mentioned it, rather than do traditional media spends, digital spend, anything you would associate as a marketer with how to launch this type of brand, you took it to the street by being at every event, I think, that has been held in the borough for the last 18 months.
Boots on the ground.
12 months. I think you've been at more than all of us combined, and we're pretty good at being at stuff. So talk about that unique marketing approach as it relates to the brand.
Here's why I didn't expect it, but I love it, and I realized that, and I'll tell you the very raw truth. I had my own judgments of Staten Island as a kid growing up, everything. I'd never been here, right?
You hate it. It's fine. You can say it. You didn't like it.
I only was here twice in college, and, I was here twice in college, and that was it, really. And when you think about you fly to Newark Airport, you have a judgment of Jersey. When you drive down 2 or 3 streets of Staten Island, you're probably making a judgment. I grew up in Red Bank. I looked at our model. I looked at our entire advertising strategy budget for Lamont and for our sister brand, and I said, hang on, guys, let's hold that for a minute. Let's actually go out and let's meet Staten Island. Let's actually go out and talk to everybody, meet everybody. So my day-to-day changed 50%. I just said, I'm going to go door to door. I'm going to literally go out and meet, not just events where they're pre-planned. I'm walking in businesses and saying hello. Like, this is not what and I'll tell you
that's
this.
Great.
I know, and I know
works.
you ate at Royale and the food you loved and the experience you loved, but I too had to get my own experience within this island and really get a gauge on what it's about and what the people are about, what the pulse is about. And when I did it, it was incredible. It was the exact opposite that I may have thought. I thought people might have told me that, you know what? Everybody, when I tell you, with the exception of one person, I'm not going to say who it is on this podcast.
We all know who it is.
You don't know. I don't know if you know.
We know.
They're hidden in some nook at South Avenue, but
we know.
Every single person has been welcoming. Not one really person has been like, get out. Everyone has welcomed this, and we're super grateful for that. And we're going to do everything we can within the Staten Island community outside of our business to really connect into the community and do what we can do.
And the one thing that we repeatedly hear today is community and giving back. And we had Kathy Del Piore from the Grace Foundation on earlier, and we learned about the Puzzle for Autism. So Lamont's going to be there helping them, right? Break the record.
We will absolutely do
because we want to break
sure,
the record on Staten Island, bring light. But it's true. It's all about community here on Staten Island, and that's how we grow.
We met at the South Shore bid meeting over at Sophia's Taqueria about a month ago, and you had shared some of your personal stories about your give backs. You want to share a little bit?
So for me personally, and for our brand, for me, I have a big brother, big sister. In my career, Restore the Shore, we got crushed with Sandy. So our biggest thing was, immediately within a day or two, what do we do as you have these networks on social media, but nobody really does anything with them except pictures and selfies. And so how do you connect that whole? I noticed that really, that model helped me a lot. And using my network to give back and to help, and especially when you have to pull the trigger pardon the pun, but quickly, like literally within 12 hours, how do you activate your network? For me in my career, that's really in LinkedIn. I have a pretty large network, but it's active, and in Facebook, same thing. But I use it not for my own, glorification. I use it more for connecting and for, doing things that we can all benefit from.
That's great.
The way you should.
Try.
Yeah,
not always perfect, but
the way you should. That's your comment. The way you should.
The way you should, but unfortunately, you get that.
I mean, my Instagram, my food is all food. Everyone says this is all food porn. There's no selfies, no quotes. It's just all the food I've cooked over 20 years. My funny quick story is I paid my way through college myself selling Cutco, who's actually here today.
Beautiful.
Knives. I had college students working with me. So working with the young people, integrating the community, giving back, like, I love it. I enjoy it. I love being out here with all you guys and doing all this stuff.
You just like us.
I
So
do.
now,
You guys
really
are a likable
folks.
bunch. Staten Island, one thing I noticed, they have an opinion.
Oh, a very big opinion about everything.
I'm not very big.
We
about
know it's going to be
everything.
critical, which is why we have to deliver a great product.
That's true. That's true. So June you're pretty confident in that date.
Absolutely not. The confidence level I have is about a 6. We're going to open as soon as
We're
we
going to
possibly
open
can.
at some point.
They will
Dan,
be
I'm giving
there.
you the political answer.
They
so
will
the
be
political
there.
answer is we're going to open end of June, hopefully. That's the adverb.
The last he told me was May.
But it will be there. It
That's
doesn't
why I
matter.
said it's
We'll be
evolved.
there.
Yeah.
We just got to get you. We
After
got to
they
get you guys
collect
in.
all of our money, they're just going to go away. I have to be a part of it. It's a
But
fantastic
the
thing.
interesting thing, guys, too, is what we learned from Red Bank, a mistake, was we sold out, and it was a bad problem. It was a good bad problem to have. Here, what we want to be able to do is allow for the business professional community to join, sign up, become a member, but then have enough time to bring in the people they actually want in the club as a guest, and then hopefully, in our models, they join as a member. But that member has the people around them
Right.
that are going to foster their business and help other businesses, grow too.
Now, TJ, tell us about your space. Where is it? How do people find you?
Yeah, thank you. You're good at softballs. This is a great softball. Thanks, Dan. The space is Richmond Ave and Amboy Road. It's right behind the Wendy's and the Bank of America. It's a new build, considered 75 Putnam Street. It's actually right under a really cool business as well, too. Sola Salon and Rare Breed, which is Mike and Teresa run a business next to us that they focus on training like professional athletes, bodybuilders, shows. So they've got a really cool niche business. I love the way that they go about it. I think the center that we're creating there, the vibe we're creating, is going to have a lot of traffic in that area.
So we're going to eat, drink, and smoke cigars at Lamalt.
You can
and
eat,
then
drink,
walk
smoke,
right over to
work
Rare
out,
Breed
and become a bodybuilder.
Make believe we didn't do what we just
and
did.
if you fall down the steps or you fall, Northwell right upstairs on the right, they can take care of you.
It's
too.
perfect.
So
It's a destination.
It's all done right.
It's a destination.
it's an all-in-one show.
You could literally spend the night and work out all right.
Exactly.
And then when everything closes, you can go to Wendy's for that late night snack.
And you've got it right there.
And what are the websites and socials that we're going to look at?
So yeah, you can go to Lamalt Imperial, IMPERIALE.com. You can just email me, TJ at Lamalt, LEMALT, and I'll get you a tour. The idea is to come in, see what we're doing. And what we've been pitching a lot on our membership has been use case and ROI, right? Like, how would you use it? Are you going to use it? And for some, it's not a fit. For many that have these networks of people, they're using it and going to be using it like a product.
So did I say it wrong at the beginning? I said Imperial. You're going with Imperial?
It's Imperial, yeah.
You're like,
Red Bank.
you're like John Travolta.
Yeah.
Like John Travolta in
Imperial.
Pulp Fiction.
We have Lamalt
Like you're drinking an
Royale,
espresso.
Imperial,
Royale with cheese.
and we have our Colonia.
It's like shop P.
And then what's next? What do you have on the horizon? Or you just got to get open and then start focusing on more growth? Or
Yeah, no, we're actually, the goal is 8 locations. Our must-do is 8, and our could-do is 10 in the next 3.5 years. So what we've tried to do is do a concept that supports Manhattan. So we've got Red Bank, we've got Staten Island. We'll do 1 or 2 more what you call bridges to Manhattan, like say maybe a Northern Jersey location. We're looking at potentially the Long Island area, but eventually a location in Manhattan, Miami, Chicago.
okay. So can you, if you're a member at one, can you go to a Lamont, wherever you're at, whatever city you go and visit?
Yeah,
If you
so
pay for it.
we got the feedback from our Staten Island members that drive to Red Bank. So they gave us a lot over the last year. That was one actually I didn't mention, key group. And they said, we're going to want to be near, where we work or our house. Like, we're coming down here, but can we go to both? So as a couple members left Red Bank, 260, I think 18 left last year was a pretty good keep rate. We held those lockers. So you'll be able to do a global between both.
That's great.
There's an option for that, yeah.
Looking forward to it. We're signing up. We found our fourth. We're excited to be a part of the Imperial family.
Let's get the
Now
Rapachulo,
let's get it
Techie Geek, SI Advance even, maybe. We'll see. We'll talk. We'll see.
He's going to mooch. He's going to mooch off us.
That's all right. That's good. You got it for the first year. But, yeah, no, we're really excited, and we appreciate all the support we've gotten, not just from you guys, but from the SI community.
And if you reach out to TJ, please use referral code M2 Podcast.
There you go.
Actually, a great idea.
So, TJ,
I love it.
Imperial, really appreciate you coming down. Your booth looks great over there. You're doing something fun and unique. You have great activation. So, thank you for stopping over.
Thank you for
Thank
having me.